the SS general who secretly surrendered an entire army group without Hitler's permission. In 1943, Heinrich Himmler sent Obergruppenführer Karl Wolff to Italy as supreme SS and police leader, a senior post that placed him above ordinary police commands and made him the principal representative of the SS in the Italian theatre. Wolff assumed responsibility for security, repression, prison administration, and the control of forced labor, always in coordination with the security police and the occupation authorities. This power base expanded further when in July 1944, he was appointed plenipotentiary general of the Wehrmacht in Italy, thereby coordinating not only police and rear area structures, but also the relationship between ground forces, the military chain of command, and the German repressive apparatus across the Italian peninsula. Wolff became a key figure within the German command structure in Italy, although in theory he remained subordinate to Wehrmacht generals such as Albert Kesselring and Heinrich von Vietinghoff. But unlike them, he was not constrained by the same strictly military obligations, since his authority was political and police-based. In practice, this granted him far greater flexibility, and it was precisely this distinction that allowed him to initiate contacts and act as a privileged interlocutor at a moment when German defeat had become inevitable. In 1945, as the Italian front began to collapse, Wolff opened secret contacts with Allen Welsh Dulles, a de facto diplomatic representative of American intelligence in Switzerland, who had made information and discreet negotiation central tools of warfare. Through Swiss intermediaries and several journeys to Berlin, Wolff explored the possibility of a surrender in Italy while consulting Kesselring and von Vietinghoff, who sought to gain time and preserve a dignified military outcome. As the historian Antony Beevor has shown, these secret talks alarmed Moscow, as they appeared to confirm Soviet fears that the United States and Britain might conclude a separate peace with Germany. Beevor makes clear that this suspicion deepened when Washington handled the matter without including the Soviet Union, at a time when Stalin regarded Berlin as the principal political prize of the war. In the end, however, Wolff accepted a capitulation signed on 29 April 1945, which came into effect on 2 May, and this surrender, authorized by no one in Berlin, led to the collapse of Army Group C in Italy, with at least 600,000 German and Axis troops laying down their arms, including German forces as well as units of the Italian Social Republic and auxiliary formations. The consequences of this episode were twofold. Militarily, it accelerated the German collapse in northern Italy. Politically, it left a deep rift between the Western Allies and the Soviet Union. Operation Sunrise, the codename for these secret negotiations, not only exposed the fragility of the Allied coalition, but also marked the beginning of a mistrust that already foreshadowed the post-war era in Europe.